Hi everyone, I am Tara, aka Spirit Mother, and I would like to welcome you all back to my channel on YouTube. Spirit to Spirit Teaching of Going Within Self on TikTok, 1974 Light and Soul, and I'm also live on my Facebook. As I stated many other times, my channel, I go deep on like things with regards to what's happening in the world and my own experiences. A lot of people don't like me doing that. Well, my thought is, it's too bad for you because I've suppressed myself long enough. I've kept my mouth shut long enough. And it's a part of today. I'm saying, let's talk about family. What family? What is family? Okay. Reason why I talk is because I've experienced a lot over my lifetime, and today, yesterday, and today was kind of. It was just like it was a big eye opener. I mean, I had the eye openers, but today was much bigger. Okay, to me, family is supposed to be ones that are there for one another. You're able to sit and talk with one another about what's bothering you, how you're feeling, what have you. They're supposed to be your rock. They're supposed to be your shoulder. They're supposed to be your friend, your confidant. But a lot of people have not been feeling that way. So yesterday, like, I called my sister, and I don't care who takes offense to this anymore. I guess you really need to learn what family really is and represents. I called my sister yesterday, asked her what she was doing. Told me she was at the ball field watching the ball game. Well, nobody told me. I asked who was playing, and it was my oldest son, my youngest son, and her kids, and her daughter, what have you. Okay. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna go to the ball game. I was going to watch the ball game. And that was it. I got there and I asked my son, my youngest son, why didn't you tell me that you were playing ball? Why don't tell anybody? But everybody else knew except for me. I don't know whether he told or not. Nobody told me. And like, I thought it was my family too. What? Because I might embarrass you? Well, yesterday, if you were embarrassed, you freaking deserve to be. But I know damn well that you all reflected it on me. And you said, oh, she overreacts with everything. I told my youngest son when they said about the little girl coming and sitting with me, I told my youngest son I didn't come here to babysit. The little girl ran in the field. What have you. I got blamed. And I was told that you're not a very good babysitter. Fuck you. Am I angry? You're damn straight I am. Because I'm so sick of being walked over. I'm so sick of listening to their fucking shit. My dad hung up on me today. He's always saying about, oh, you and Melinda. You always get something to say. Yeah, we do, because you guys don't know how to freaking treat people. What? Because we step out of line in yours? Like my youngest son told me that I wasn't a very good babysitter when I told him I didn't come here to babysit. I came to watch a ball game. If my channel's too much for you, go right back out again, because this is about family. So telling me to calm down, go. You got not a fucking clue. No, I'm not okay. But I am at the same time. I'm just fed up, and I'm going to be telling people who my ancestors are. See, yesterday when I was at the ball field, I was watching ball, taking pictures, and when my youngest son told me, "Where's the baby? Where's the baby?" I went and got her, and I brought her back, and I told my youngest son I didn't come here to babysit, and he called me a fucking idiot. But they say it under their breath so no one else can hear. So then I look like the fucking asshole, but I wasn't the asshole. I told him no more than what you are, boy. Go out of my room if you don't want me to speak abruptly. I didn't ask you in here. So telling me to bring it down a notch on my own channel, who the fuck do you think you are? And if you think I'm being ignorant, good. Because I'm not being ignorant. You're one of the ones that probably, you don't want anybody to say shit if they had a mouthful. My son told me I was a fucking idiot. And I told him the only time you associate with me or call me or any of them really call me, except for maybe one, they call me when they want something. And then I told people I didn't care how I looked because I was pissed off. And my dad, he hollers out, "All right, Tara, that's enough. I'm not a fucking child. To tell me that's enough? What, am I embarrassing you? Because I really don't give a shit anymore because you fucking treat me like an immature like a child. And I'm not your fucking child." And I don't care if you wouldn't talk to me either. I wouldn't talk to you because you'd act just like them. You don't know what family is then. People don't know what family is. And the one telling me that I should like calm it down and basically shut my mouth, I have to ask, are you my fucking father? Because you're sure acting like him. And I got no respect for him. I don't care if he's 80 years old. He should fucking know better. Telling me, a grown adult, to go down because they're defending themselves? Seriously, who the fuck do you think you are? I put up with this shit my whole fucking life. I'm told to be silent. I left home at 15. And my worst mistake wasn't having my baby, my oldest. It was giving him to my parents for an adoption. That was the biggest mistake I ever made. My dad said, "Oh, you're blaming us for him." Yeah. You know what? You're fucking right, I am, because I had no damn say. Every time I tried to say something, my youngest sister, she says to me, "He's not your son." So she got grabbed and she got thrown up against the fridge. My youngest sister was giving him fucking alcohol and drugs at 14 and she was 24. And then she talks about him drinking and driving and she fucking does it herself. And I don't care if she likes me anymore. Maybe you need to be humiliated. Everybody wants to try to humiliate me. And I don't care if I'm doing a good job of it myself. Get the fuck out of my room because you're not a good person. You got a lot of inner work to do because I know what family is and what it's supposed to be. I know what love is and what it's supposed to look like. So if my family never speaks to me again, oh well, I don't care anymore because it wouldn't be the fucking first time that they treated me and thrown me out of the family for speaking up. You know, the father always forbids anybody from bringing things forward that, might make them look bad. And yeah, you did bring him up. And that is why he is the way he is. He's the way he is now as an adult because he chooses to be that way. They choose to be that way. And my dad said I wanted to say something to him, but it wasn't my place. Seriously. Seriously. It's not your place. It's not your place to stand up for your kids. It's not your place to call somebody out on their fucking shit abuse. You're not a parent. I don't care if I'm insulting you anymore. You like hanging up on me and then saying it's me. You all do that to me. Oh, she overreacts about everything. No. I underreacted and now I'm reacting to it. It's the thing. I was always supposed to keep my mouth shut. Don't say shit if you get a mouthful. And that was my mom's problem too. My mom felt the same way. My mom friggin' smoked herself to death. She kept running away because she didn't want to be at home. And that's the honest truth. She loved her family, but she didn't want to be home. We were always the problem when we weren't the fucking problem. We were the heart of the family. My oldest son, he's so fucking mouthy and ignorant. I hate when he drinks. Anybody drinks because they're fucking assholes. They're abusive. And dad, yeah, I am telling you, you do have blame in the way he is. The way you talk to him. It wasn't about whether you give somebody everything they want or fucking make their bed and teach them nothing. The day that I stood up to him. Yeah, maybe sometimes I don't know when to back down. But I do know that I'm not gonna fucking take people's shit anymore. Instead of fucking throwing shit at me, why don't you stand up for me? Why don't you stand up for yourself? No, no, what? Like you'll fucking say everything you want to me and Melinda, Dad. But you don't treat the other two like a piece of shit like you do us. What? Do you have a secret? We know it? Or is it because we're just not confiding, conforming to not saying nothing? Because Melinda was right. Like, you didn't get him help. And I wasn't allowed to say shit if I had a mouthful because I was just told he's not your kid. Well, he wasn't yours either. But he was more my kid than he was any of yours. Because I'm the one that went through the fucking 9 months. I'm the one that went through the fucking pain, the labor. But I was told I wasn't allowed. You know what kept me alive? When I was 17, I overdosed. And the only thing that kept me alive was hearing my oldest son hollering, "Hard, come back, hard, come back, hard, come back, hard, don't go, hard, come back." Then there are times when I just holler at God. It's like, God, why the fuck did you let me live? And people look at me, oh, you haven't been through much. Fuck you. I just speak up about it and everybody else is afraid to. I'm just, oh, you're overreacting or you have histrionics. Fuck you. Talk about disrespectful. I'm no more disrespectful than you are, and I learned it somewheres, didn't I? And I'm just not being disrespectful. I'm being upfront and honest and truthful because I ain't taking this shit no more. And if it means that my family has nothing to do with me anymore, I really don't care because I'm going places. I see bigger things for myself, and if it means that I have to push everybody else aside to get there because they're not for my better good, you've already broken my heart so many fucking times. I don't know how many times I've given you chances upon chances. You treated me like I was a piece of shit. You suppressed me. You never encouraged me to do anything. Go be a cleaner. Why? Because you were? Whether you had a family or not. Why? Because you were. So the rest of them, the older, the oldest one and the youngest one, you got no fucking problem with them. But you'll talk behind their back. And I don't care if you like me, Dad. I really don't give a shit anymore. I don't care if my kids like me. I, I spoke out like I just like said something in a different language right out loud. CTV News was there. People were there. I didn't care anymore. And then my son, my youngest son's girlfriend's young fellas, they come running and nanny, nanny, and hugged right onto me. That was the highlight of my day. That's what brought me back to grounding. But people will say, "Oh, she overreacted." But if people hear my son call me a fucking idiot, seriously, you got no heart. You got no heart. And it sounds like I said, it sounds something like my oldest son would say because you were taught that it was okay to disrespect me because I had no place in the family. I wasn't a mother and I wasn't the sister. I was just a dirty little secret that they needed to keep suppressed. And then whenever I tried to speak, they try silencing me like yesterday. All right, Tara, that's enough. No, it's not enough. It's only because it's embarrassing you. And he said people can see, yeah, people can see what you are, and people can see how you are too, Dad. Only people don't say shit to you guys if they had a fucking mouthful. And then when I do, you hang up on me and you say, you and Melinda, no, we don't need to be humbled. It's you that needs to be humbled. You and the other ones, and there's some that really need to fucking speak up because I see the way that they're being treated and talked to. Just don't like that, I'm showing something that you'd like to maybe like to be able to do, but you always make excuses as to why you don't. The hopes and the dreams that I have and where I want to be and everything like that. I wanted to take my family with me, but right now, why should I even care? I mean, about taking them with, but they just think, oh, well, what are you doing? You're not doing nothing. You have not been fucking clear because you don't take the time to know anything. It's like Jesus is in his little family didn't fucking need him for anything. And then Mary Magdalene, her family fucking treated her like a piece of shit. Her family treated her like a piece of shit. Oh, you're demonic. See, I told you, I got my ancestors. I mean, not just like I got men and male, my male ancestors and my female ancestors. I'm just crazy. No, I found my help. Now it's time you find yours because you're ignorant. You like to tell everybody it's all me. No, no, it's not me. It's you. You don't want to take responsibility for your shit. You just want to throw everything else on somebody else. So, I own up on my livelihood, things that I've done. I've even sent videos to certain people. But I'll tell you right now, he is not my brother. He is my son. And every time I ever ask to see papers, he's never there. But that's fine. Because I already lived a life for 35 years. But like I said, having my own son is not a mistake or a regret. The mistake and regret is allowing it to pass. Because I know that I would make it in a good way. How to think everybody they will fill a void. There's something they're missing. So in some cases, people don't care what they do to other people. I know what my oldest son is like. I know that he has a good heart and he'll help anybody and everybody, but I know that he'll fucking rip them off too. See, he moved off yesterday to someone at the ball field, and my sister said, "You shouldn't do that because you're an Indian." Quite the stigmata you guys put on Indians, hey? You're a fucking Indian jackass. That's where your ancestors were. Native. See, you're fucking racist against yourself, but it was the system that did it that way because it said you had to have one thing or another in order to be able to, you know, it was all to divide you so that they could make you pay everything of what they did. You wonder why all these wars are taking place. You wonder what the biblical thing was. You talk about Jesus saving you. Why are you saving yourself? Why are you waiting for somebody else to do it for you? Seriously, fucking grow up. Instead of telling me to grow up. People say, I don't believe in God. Well, if you don't believe in God, then I guess you don't believe in yourself. And some people might not like what I just said, and I really don't give a shit anymore. I guess you don't know the real message, what was being shown. It wasn't about making followers and, oh, like, be like me in that sense of, follow me, be like the Father. Well, I don't want to be like my Father. And I don't, I'm kind like my mom. It's somebody who doesn't say shit, had a mouthful or rolls over and takes the shit down. That was like that for a bit. But this isn't family. What I'm in is not family. And whether it's common or not, I don't care. Because no matter what, it's that person. I still love them and I want all the best for them. But they don't seem to want that for me. Because if they did, then would be talking to me and treating me the way I do. That's why I don't go around every time I visit me. And it's not because of the way I am. Well, it is because I stand up for myself now. And because I see things for myself in life. I was a paralegal and I just, like, there's been no support from family for anything. And I don't care if they say there was or wasn't. I know what family is. I don't think they have no, whether it's with them or somebody else. I will have it. Now, I ended up being able to go right back to my 11th grade granddaddy. I'm tired of being called a fucking idiot and stupid. And I'm far from stupid, and they know it. Basically, I didn't go learn this stuff. Hizo todo bien. Hemos otra vez de que se ocurrió. El tutudito de Cyril. I'll throw more shit on my name because that's all you ever do. I have a fucking problem with problem child. And we will not be silenced because it puts a bend in your fucking shit. So it goes from me to my mom to my grampy. My great grampy's name was John. His mother was Mary. My third great grampy, she was my great great grandparent. My third great grampy was David. Fourth was Gershom, Gershom. And if you look that up in the Bible, it's there. Nathar, Nathar, fifth grade. And the last name was, it says Levy, but it isn't actually the family of Levi. Sixth great granddaddy, Asher. Asher was in the Bible. Seventh great was Moses. Eighth great granddaddy was Yeshua. Ninth, Isaac. 10th great name again was Moses. And then 11th, Shalom, which actually, when I looked it up, it was Solomon. So, and I know that there's been things about in there, and right now my body's vibrating, and I don't care. I really don't care. I can hold it. And then I had a James, another John, an Alexander, and one even had the name Jacob in it. And the one that had the name Jacob in it, I know that he had a religious feel, and so did his children. What people like to say about me putting myself on the pedestal. You just perceive that. And you perceive that I think I'm better than everyone else. And that's not the case at all. Because I didn't come to say that I'm better than everybody else. I came to show people their true potential. Say about your pain and suffering. We keep ourselves in pain and suffering because you keep repeating it over and over again, and you learn from it. People go and they call it confession. You can confess all you want, but until you change it, you say, "Oh, well, Jesus died for our sins. Well, why do you keep sinning? Why are you making somebody else die over and over and over and over again? Because you won't get your shit together." And people saying about they brought alcohol to us or whatever. Who chose to drink it? I'm not throwing shit because I'm blaming myself. I chose to drink alcohol. I didn't have to choose to drink alcohol, and I drank a lot. One night I sat down playing caps with people, and I drank about 16 maximum ice beer. But some people will think, well, you're a woman, how can you do that? I drank rum about like that, or vodka, sorry, and like that. On a plane, or I rode on a plane. Well, I didn't know what it was. It was the one down from the 40. And all I did was add a bit of water to it. Sorry, a bit of pop to it. The rest of it was, I had alcohol poisoning. That was for me. That was a choice that I made. See, people like to talk about the way other people are. They don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to look at their own family, as I said. Because I don't know how many people talked about my oldest son. Then I look around, those same people that talk about him. I would have a look at you. And I don't care if you do, because I can feel it. And I feel for you, because I know that your stuff stems from somewhere. And yes, Dad, the way that people turn out is actually what goes on in the household and within the systems. So yes, how our children turn out are our responsibility. I didn't teach my kids to be assholes. I didn't teach them to call women fucking idiots or to be disrespectful. And people say, oh, well, you're disrespectful. No, this is not being disrespectful. I would teach, stand up for yourself. But not treat people like they're a piece of shit, because they're not. The ones that treat people like a piece of shit, I'll be honest, you're the piece of shit. That piece of shit attitude came from another piece of shit attitude, which is finding the beginning of where it started. Part of finding the seed that went astray because of things that occurred during people's lives. And don't anybody tell me that nothing happened to you because you're fish. Every fucking one of you may not have been in what you perceive to be this lifetime. And if nothing's happening to you this time, it's because you cleared. But if you're still talking about the way other people's families are, then you haven't cleared them anything. My channel's not for everyone. Some people don't like me. And, it's that part. If you don't like me, it's probably because I'm bringing some truth to it. And the truth always hurts. Darkness is afraid to be seen. Oh, yeah. My family probably, they watch this because, anything that has to do with me, they don't really shit about. I'm just looking for attention. And like my oldest son, he likes to say, well, nobody wants to hear what you got to say. The same goes for you. Maybe you should stop drinking. Maybe you should hear what people like about you, because people do like things about you. But when you're drinking, you're in the poorhouse. And see, my dad says about standing up. I'm not fucking ready to be standing up to somebody who's fucking treating another person like a piece of shit. That's why we're in the situation we're in, because nobody wants to say shit if they had a mouthful, because they're afraid of what they might lose. If you lose it, in all honesty, you never had it to begin with. People expect everyone to just sit and shut up and listen. Oh, meditate it away. But hear it a little bit more sometimes. Because some things just have to come out. They have to rear their ugly head in order to be seen. What do I know? According to some, you just don't come. You know, I'm not just, and I'm not uneducated. You know, just because somebody didn't finish school doesn't mean that they don't know anything. Because I'll tell you right now, there's a very good possibility they know fuck of a lot more than you do. You might know shit from what because you're too dumb to answers. People who don't like me, well, you know, that's because I can't say that I don't like you because I don't like you. And even if I did, I would pass the facade and I'd see them. I'd see your potential, the potential that a lot of people don't express because everybody's too busy looking at each other's flaws opposed to the good stuff about them. We're there to make you laugh. He always sang the song. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more light. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. And he wants God back in the church. What? Is it control or is it to actually show what God represents? And that's about community, love, family, oneness. Some people just didn't like what I did. Too bad for me. Didn't come here to be like people like me. Thank you. If you don't, you know, I'm your legs. So, you know, I didn't come here to be small and look at you. See that this feels good. It's good. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the face. That being said, I'm sending you all much love, light, many blessings, and important, very good health to everyone and everyone wanting willing to receive this. Which will be grateful for your support. Be yourself. Be who you are, not who somebody says you are. Be authentic. Be true to yourself. Be true to others. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And know that you have more strength than what you can comprehend at times. It's not about taking the shit. It's not about going and trying to meditate it away. It's about facing it head on because those are the demons. Those are what keeps you feeling like you have to be in a meditative state all the time. It brings wisdom, but actually experience brings a whole lot more. Standing up for yourself helps to release the burdens, the pain, the suffering that you will that weighs you down. Don't take the shit. Make the shift and start standing up for yourself and each other. I love you all. For anyone who gave gifts or likes, what have you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I don't come in here to get gifts, followers, or anything like that. I come in here to let you know that, I understand and you're not alone. Love you all.